Welcome to Bahariya College's PNET. This is online lecture number 2 of subject computer for the students of class 9 Federal Board. Chapter number 1 Fundamentals of Computer for the session 2020 to 2021. My name is Ms. Harish Kabir. Let's start today's class. In learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, student will be able to learn about generation of computer and its technology advancement, to learn about classification of computer and their uses. In contents, we will learn generations of computer, types of computer, and classification of digital computer. Let's start with generations of computer. Computers have been classified into 5 generations which are given below. First generation, that is also called the generation of vacuum tubes. Second generation, that is also called the generation of transistors. Third generation, that is also called the generation of ICs. The term ICs refer to integrated circuits. Fourth generation is also called the generation of microprocessor. Fifth generation is also called the generation of AI, that is artificial intelligence. First generation, the generation of vacuum tubes. First generation computers were very slow in speed. They were of very huge size. They were very expensive and unreliable. They take a lot of power consumption and heat reduction. In first generation computer, printouts used for output through electric typewriter. In first generation computer, machine language was used. Second generation, also called the generation of transistors. Second generation computers were reliable in comparison to first generation computers. Second generation computer were slightly smaller size as compared to first generation computers. Second generation computer generated less heat as compared to first generation computer. They consume less electricity as compared to first generation computers. They were faster than as comparison to first generation, but still they were very costly. In second generation, assembly language was used. Third generation, the generation of integrated circuit. Third generation used integrated circuits. A single integrated circuit has many transistors, resistors, and capacitors that improve the speed and memory of computer. These computers were smaller in size, cheaper in size, and they were more reliable. In third generation, keyboard and monitors were used for input and output. Fourth generation, the generation of microprocessor. These generation computers were very fast in speed, they have large storage capacity, and they have advanced input and output devices. They were very small in size but very reliable and consume less power and affordable. In fourth generation computer, GUI means graphical user interface was used. These generation computers supports multimedia, and the languages that were begun to use in them were Visual Basic, C++, Java, Python, and programming languages. They support portable and wireless input-output devices. Fifth generation, the generation of artificial intelligence. Fifth generation is actually the development of true artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means expert systems who take their own decisions like human beings. Fifth generation is actually the development of natural language processing expert system. In coming time, artificial intelligence will minimize the requirement to need to write programs. Now, we will learn the types of computer. Computers can be classified on the basis of functionality and on the basis of size, speed, and cost. On the basis of functionality, computer can be divided into three types. Number 1, analog computer. Number 2, digital computer. Number 3, hybrid computer. Analog computers. An analog computer recognizes data as continuous measurements of physical property. For example, voltage, pressure, speed, and temperature are some physical properties that can be measured in this way. An analog computer does not operate with digital signals. Analog computers work on continuous signals as input and output. Analog computers have low accuracy but they are very fast in speed. Analog computers are the type of special purpose computers. Special purpose means the computers that are designed to do specific tasks or special tasks. Digital computer. A computer that performs calculations and logical operations with quantities represented as digits, usually in the binary number system of 0 and 1. Digital computers can perform calculations on data according to instructions of computer program. Digital computers store and process large amount of information at high speed. Digital computer results are reliable and accurate. Digital computers are actually general purpose computers. General purpose means the computers that can do or perform all types of tasks. Hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is a combination of computers that are capable of both digital and analog signals. Traditionally, the analog components of the computer handle complex mathematical computations. The digital components take care of logical and numerical operations in addition to serving as the controller for the system. Hybrid computers are used for scientific calculation in defense and radar systems. Now, we will learn computers on the basis of size, speed, and performance. In this, we will learn supercomputer, mainframe computer, microcomputer, and mini computer. Let's start with supercomputer. A supercomputer is an extremely fast computer which can execute hundreds of millions of instructions per second. Supercomputers are one of the fastest computers that are currently available. Supercomputers are very expensive. They require immense amount of mathematical calculation. Supercomputers can be used in weather forecasting, scientific simulation, in fluid dynamic calculation, in nuclear energy research, and so on. Mainframe computer. Mainframe computers are multi-user computer system which is capable of supporting hundreds and thousands of users simultaneously. Software technology is different from mini computer. Mainframe computers are very large in size and is an expensive computer capable of supporting hundreds and even thousands of users simultaneously. Mainframe computers execute many programs concurrently and support many simultaneous execution of programs. Mini computer. Mini computers are small digital computers which normally process and store less data than mainframe but more than a microcomputer. Mini computer systems provide faster operating speeds and larger storage capacities than microcomputer systems. They are sometimes called mid-range computers and are designed to meet the computing needs for several people simultaneously in a small to medium-sized business environment. They are used in industries, research organizations, colleges, and universities. Microcomputers. Microcomputers are smallest and low-cost computers commonly used in home and offices. Microprocessor is a single chip that controls the operations of the entire microcomputer. Modern microcomputers have large storage capacity. Desktop, laptop, and tablets are the examples of microcomputers. Dear student, in this lecture you have to complete the worksheet number 2. In this exercise A, you have to complete the following table. Also write at least one major drawback for each generation. If there is no drawback, then you have to justify your answer. It means you have to complete the table with the generation year, technology, size, speed, input and output, and language. And below you have to write the drawbacks of these generation. But if you think there is no drawback of some generation, then you have to justify the answer. In exercise B, hints are given. You have to write the name of the type of the digital computer. Number 1 can be used in making suggestions for weather forecasting, making calculation for spaceship. In 2 can be used in banking servers and handles millions of users at a time. Number 3 can be used in business and hospital, also handles hundreds of users at a time. Number 4, single chip computer. In front of these you have to write the types of digital computer. For your convenience, I have put it here the comparison tables of generations. In home task, you have to complete exercise question of your book. Number 1, compare first and third generation computer. Number 2, Ahmed, a class 9 student, is asking his father to replace his home computer CRT monitor with LCD monitor. How will you justify Ahmed's demand? Thank you for your attention in today's class. Till then, Allah Hafiz, take care.